Gingerfeed presents 5 things you may not know about Bernie Sanders. Number 5. Bernie was both a conservative and a liberal. Like Republicans, he's economically responsible and businesslike, but like Democrats, he's socially responsible and people-like. He's a bit of both, in many ways. He was also the mayor of Burlington, where he directed a tight path with a strict budget, funded the economy, and lured local businesses by composing trade associations. This gave startups for fresh entrepreneurs and added technical aid. However, Republicans claim that he managed to out-Republican the Republicans. From the Democratic side, he protected, financed, and implemented low-wage workers, women's training programs, and the NPAs, or Neighborhood Planning Assemblies, respectively. He raised taxes on businesses, created organizations to liberate the people, including but not limited to the Youth Office, Arts Council, and Women's Council. He supports a bit of everything, doesn't he? Republicans, Democrats, businesses, citizens, and especially the women and youth of them. Number 4. Bernie is as productive as he was in the House, it seems. He protected our U.S. troops and made our government so much greener than it was. He also helped kids of veterans that were subjected to corruption in the industrial military complex. In addition, he protected workers by restricting bails and supported autism treatment in military health care. As a ranking member of the Senate Committee on the Budget, he serves the Children and Family Committees, Veteran Affairs, and Clean Air and Nuclear Safety. Along with many other services, he keeps adding to the list. He's doing a lot to help our military members, their children and families, and keeping our state safe. Number 3. An F rating for Sanders by the NRA did not stop him from voting for the prevention of suing manufacturers, dealers, or distributors regarding the improper use of the products in the bill. And he voted against, this time, the landmark Brady Bill, which instituted background of federal arms checks on purchases. His book, Outsider in the House, states his opposing opinion towards it because he feels the issue of handgun waiting periods should be handled at a state level instead. He's quite determined and strong when it comes to his beliefs. Beliefs that may have even significantly enhanced the state's status as the land of the free. He surely is working towards making the old American dream achievable in the eyes of citizens and the entire world. Number 2. During the Holocaust, his father's family was almost entirely killed, as his father was a paint salesman with quite some struggle. He grew up in a working-class immigrant family in Brooklyn and reported to the New York Times in 2017 that sensitivity to class was embedded in me then quite deeply. He even spent some time on a kibbutz, the state's experiment with socialism in Israel. Now, given his experience with prejudice in Israel, in addition to that of immigration and class shifts, Bernie may seem to understand the struggles many Americans encounter on a daily basis. Does this mean he'll fix the discrimination problems, though, when he reaches the fame and glory of the White House? Number 1. Bernie Sanders organized the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee and was an active participant during the historic March on Washington in 1963, when he was a student at the University of Chicago at the age of 22. He told the Burlington Free Press, "It was a question for me of just basic justice." The fact that it was not acceptable in America at that point that you had large numbers of Afro-Americans who couldn't vote, who couldn't eat in a restaurant, whose kids were going to segregated schools, who couldn't get hotel accommodations, and living in segregated housing. That was clearly a major American injustice and something that had to be dealt with. He's quite the activist, isn't he? And you perhaps weren't aware of as much of this until now. He supports race diversity and opposes segregation to fellow citizens. Don't forget to like us and subscribe for more Gingerfeed.